une montagne en train de causer avec un tas de pierres. Il dit la montagne était à ma droite, à ma gauche, et le groupe de pierres était à ma droite. La montagne, il dit bien la montagne comme vous voyez là. La montagne parlait à la pierre. Mais ici, c'était un conflit. Et ce conflit concerne un prophète anglophone dans un pays anglophone d'expression anglaise en Afrique. Je l'ai vu attaquer. Donc on va prier pour ce prophète-là. Je l'ai vu attaquer au point où on l'a touché. Mais cette attaque-ci, quand ça lui est arrivé, beaucoup de personnes croyaient effectivement que c'était le jugement de Dieu. C'est-à-dire que peut-être parce qu'il a fait quelque chose qui ne va pas, mais c'était de l'attaque de l'ennemi. Et le Seigneur a permis que ça se passe parce qu'après cette attaque-là, Dieu augmente encore son onction. Donc c'est un prophète. Il ne se trouve pas ici au Cameroun. Il n'est pas au Cameroun. Dans un pays africain, c'est vrai que j'ai vu le nom. Je l'ai même vu avec ce qui lui est arrivé. Mais il faut que je mette ça de cette façon-ci. Donc c'est un pays anglophone de l'Afrique. Quand il a reçu l'attaque, ça a permis qu'il y ait beaucoup de choses sur la télévision, vous savez, sur les newspapers là, les journaux. C'est l'occasion maintenant de tirer le nom du Seigneur en dérision. Mais derrière cette attaque-ci se trouve la gloire de Dieu. C'est-à-dire qu'il sera attaqué. Il sera attaqué, ça va arriver. Ceci n'est pas arrêtable. Donc, à cause de cette attaque-ci, pourquoi je vous préviens? Parce qu'en réalité, quand ça va arriver, beaucoup de personnes vont achoper là-dessus. Et pas du côté chrétien. Parce que quand ça va arriver, des choses qu'on pourra raconter, ça va faire que vous pourrez croire qu'en réalité, c'est comme ça que cet homme est. D'accord? Parce que ce qui va lui arriver, je l'ai vu attaquer. La montagne à ma gauche discuter avec le tas de pieds à ma droite. Et il parlait de ce qui est censé arriver. Mais c'est eux, cette montagne-là et cette colonne de pierre qui sont en train d'attaquer. Ils ont attaqué. Mais le Seigneur a permis qu'il le touche. Je ne peux pas aller au-delà de cela. Donc, on l'a touché. Mais la répercussion, c'est sur les presses. Là, les presses et autres là-bas. Mais c'est l'opinion de l'Église. L'opinion de l'Église qui est interpellée ici. À l'issue de ceci, maintenant, beaucoup de blasphèmes seront dit, à l'issue de cela, de cette attaque-ci, Dieu va augmenter encore son onction. Ça, c'est un pays anglophone, un pays d'expression anglaise en Afrique. Donc, prions pour cette personne-là. Quand je l'ai vu dans la vision, et puis il tente de le prophétiser, il tente de lui parler des événements qui vont lui arriver. Mais ce qui est curieux, c'est qu'il était calme, observant, sachant que tout ce qu'il tente de lui dire était vrai. Il observait, mais il était calme dans sa position. Que Dieu lui donne d'être calme dans ce moment de tribulation. Puisse le Seigneur lui venir vraiment en aide. Mais gardez-vous à l'esprit que quand ces choses vont se rendre, ça va se passer dans le journaux, vous allez voir. Je vous ai donné seulement deux indices. L'expression anglaise, la personne sera attaquée, mais sachez que dans le spirituel, c'est quelque chose, ce sont les esprits qui l'ont attaqué. Et Dieu a permis cela pour pouvoir hausser son onction par la suite. Donc, gardez-vous à l'esprit. Et ceci, ça devrait nous faire comprendre que la prochaine fois, quand vous voyez quelqu'un, on a de taxer quelqu'un, un homme de Dieu, de n'importe quoi. Si vous savez que c'est un homme de Dieu, rentrez dans la prière. Ne participez pas au péché. Parce que Dieu va utiliser ça pour châtier. Voilà le deuxième.
Le prêcheur millionnaire malawien Shepherd Bushiri, recherché par l'Afrique du Sud pour fraude, a été libéré jeudi par un tribunal de son pays natal. Bushiri et sa femme Marie s'étaient rendus aux forces de police malawiennes la veille. Je suis venu ici pour chercher l'aide constitutionnelle qui protège les citoyens. Ma vie était en danger en Afrique du Sud. J'ai ouvert des dossiers contre des personnes dans ce pays, les policiers qui m'arrêtaient. Beaucoup de menaces de mort, j'ai survécu à beaucoup de tentatives de mort et aussi d'extorsion. Il est tellement décevant que le gouvernement sud-africain ne fasse aucun commentaire sur ces personnes contre lesquelles j'ai ouvert des dossiers. Le prophète autoproclamé de 37 ans est connu pour ses miracles et son style de vie opulent. Avec sa femme, il est accusé de vol, de fraude et de blanchiment d'argent pour plus de 6,5 millions de dollars en Afrique du Sud.
Right outside the High Commercial Court in Pretoria. As you can see behind me, thousands and thousands of people have gathered since the early hours of the day to show solidarity and support to the prophet and the prophetess, those that are scheduled to be arriving any moment from now. Listen, interestingly, it is not only the Enlightened Christian Gathering followers that have gathered, but we've got people from all over, churches all over, standing in support of the prophet and the prophetess. It is without a doubt that for a long time, both the prophet and the prophetess have been victims of wrongful accusations, a series of name calling and you name it, but they've always come out innocent. And we know that today is no different. We are standing with the prophet and the prophetess, and we're sending a message out there to the world. We're pronouncing, we're enunciating that as a church we stand together. United we fight, united we stand. The gospel that is being preached by the prophet and the prophetess has seen the lives of so many being transformed, being changed. The prophet and the prophetess are gifts, not only to the church, but to the entire nation as a whole.
Papa has been with us throughout. We are what we are today because of him. If it wasn't for him, I'll be dead. Yes, and I've seen a lot of miracles happening in my family through me. So there's no way I cannot support Papa.
This is the hand of God. No one can oppose it. When you see this multitude, you must see God. God is behind this. And we know that today is a day to talk about. You cannot oppose this.
When you are great and you serve a great God, some people don't like that. They will always oppose you. With the amount of, people and branches, ECG has been growing in leaps and bounds in South Africa over a short period of time. Some people don't like that. And we just need to continue supporting the church, being very loyal to our spiritual parents and, not really paying that much attention to all the negativity. It is unfair, of course. You come to ECG headquarters in Pretoria, the hotels that get booked every 2 weeks for the international visitors services, the transport, the ladies, the vendors that are, that are selling outside of the church around Pretoria at the airports, it is all because of ECG headquarters in South Africa. If they weren't here, they'd be in another country. So economically, you cannot avoid the fact that ECG does boost South Africa's economy. And it is because of the prophets that are based here. And I don't see why we would have such allegations against them when they're doing so much good.
When I came to ECG, I was a gospel recording artist with the high profile and all the awards, but I never had a breakthrough of actually seeing and enjoying the fruits of my labor. When I met Major One, my life changed. For the very first time, I can now say I'm a gold-selling artist, something that was totally and completely unheard of. And so many people all over the world, because of ECG Network, now know and have my music and enjoy my ministry, and their testimonies. Not only do I sing, but I'm able to stand on the pulpit and preach, and I'm able to pray for people, and I see the same graces that my Father moves in of miracles, signs and wonders, and I see people being healed. For me, it's like God just, was waiting for me to meet this man of God, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri and Prophetess Mary Bushiri, for him to actually use me as a battle axe.
Prophetic channel viewers, as you can see from behind, people are excited because the prophets have just arrived. The atmosphere is filled to the brim with expectancy and excitement because we know that we are about to hear some good news.
This one must show you that the man who is here is not an ordinary human being. He is a spirit. He is a carrier of souls. That's why all these people that you see here, they were carried in him. And now they are just manifesting the love they have towards this man. The perception you have towards a man, it's how you receive from that particular human being.
For me as a South African, it's a great concern because the Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. What we are doing now, we are persecuting the prophets, and that is not good. That can have an adverse effect on our economy. Currently, our economy is going up and down. The best thing we can do is to support the prophets. And if they do it with Major One and Prophetess Mary Bushiri, they will do it to other men of God. And it's time time that we as Christians stand together for a good cause. Stand together and fight this thing here, because government must realize that Christians also have a voice, and we as Christians, let us stand together. You cannot persecute men and women of God like this.
Our prophets have come to South Africa. They have changed our lives as South Africans. Most of us in church, I could say almost all of us that go to ECG, even those that don't go to ECG, have been delivered. Everybody who is in the midst of the prophets stands to benefit. Even their neighbors where they live, they stand to benefit even if they don't know who they are, because they are the true men and women of God. They are here to free South Africans. They are here to teach us about God. As South Africans, we know nothing about the prophetic. We didn't know anything. We were not taught about the prophetic. We were taught about being religious in our traditional churches.
I'm a member of the Department of Defense. Yes, I was supposed to have not been wearing this type of shoe I'm wearing now. Yes. I have special shoes that were made for me because of my knees and my ankle. But since I've started attending in this course and become a member in this church, I've got completely healed. Unbelievable. My womb, to be honest, was supposed to be removed 2015, but it has not been removed. The church is doing wonders to to people of not only this country, like I said earlier on. The youth who were in drugs, the youth who were lesbians and gays, they have been actually transformed. They are no longer, some get married. You can write books about what is going on here.
Viewers all over the world, as you can see the excitement that is erupting right behind me right now.